My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, specifically the Darkest Rhapsody estate thereof. I've already chosen our party and our mission, and it was not really a selection of priority or inclusion, it was more of disclusion, exclusion. Like, I basically just had to go through every mission and go, no, I don't have a party for that. No, I don't want to go to that area. No, that doesn't achieve anything. No, that doesn't do this. No, that doesn't do that. So I've only basically got this that I feel comfortable currently doing, right? To go to the courtyard, I feel like I want, you know, a good veteran squad so that I can actually go through a majority of it. And we are just sorely lacking things. We've got Copy and Raz right there. Both of those are going to be excellent resources for that. But then outside of that, like, we probably, due to the fact that your bleed resist is lowered in that area, probably ought not use Tekanai because of the possibility that weird reconstruction starts to bleed targets, right? It becomes more likely that we'll bleed targets. And I'm thinking, okay, so if we've got Raz in the back line and Kapi in the second back line, who's in the second and who's in the first? If the second is someone like Harry, and then the first is someone like Brereton, we have a lot of control over the battlefield, but we have very little damage, and we have very little damage projection in particular. And knowing for a fact that the Chevalier enemy starts showing up in this mission, that is to say, a backliner enemy in the courtyard area that is particularly powerful and impactful, the fact that I know that's there and we don't have the ability to project damage to that line, that's a problem. So I'm starting to think, okay, so we probably want someone like maybe a Flagellant, maybe a Houndmaster, maybe a Hellion, these kinds of people in our mid-tiers. And as a result, I'm also going to start taking this Flagellant here, Barbican, who is a Seeker Flagellant with +2 to speed from quick reflexes. Does have some negatives that are varyingly bad, but the extra speed allows often them to bleed before their target acts, so they get that higher amount of instantaneous damage. And we'll keep checking back in the stagecoach to try and get more and more experienced people. Speaking of, actually, I may want to upgrade that, but definitely not until after we get our House of the Hand. Not the House of the Hand, sorry, the Altar of Light. Because we are taking a medic out on this mission, that is to say a Vestal. Okay. Pull it up, hell yeah, here we go, it's all I've ever wanted. Oh. Get that extra healing skill, I love it. So we'll be going here to the Warrens, and this is a kind of very typical build for us by this point. Having a shield breaker up in the front line, just doing a ridiculous amount of damage, penetrative through armor, that is to say protection. It's real damn good. And also critting the ever-loving hell out of our opponents. Then we've got Benal, our legend bounty hunter, who is just here as a second line stunner, who can occasionally kick in damage. It's also important to note that with flashbang as well as uppercut, they can project their stun to any line, which is pretty important in this particular area for the ability to lock down the Swine Skyver. We've got Moth Mother here, who's just the same as always, who's also going to be prioritizing Tiger's Eye on the shield breaker. And then in the back line, Rito just supporting completely with the Ancestors Map, Ancestors Scroll, the accuracy guaranteed a little bit through Natural Eye, and also unyielding so they don't go down. It's pretty solid. Alright. Long Warren's champion, reasonably powerful healer. Probably can cut that back. Take 2 in the way. No, actually 4 in the way, but it's Lurbs. If we get the Dipsomatic Interactable, what's it called? The barrel. If we get that and purify the barrel and get the plus 30% damage on, in particular, Alien Brenders as a shield breaker, that is going to be wild. I'll take 2 advantage for the possibility of interaction. Skeleton Keys, just the standard 4. we're occasionally increasing torch, so I'll drop a couple of those. Or actually, probably a couple more. Do I take holy water this area? Yeah, you do. Piles of bones. Gosh, there's a lot of interactables in this area that demand a lot of different things of you. Keys. Shovels. There we go. That's the final thing. And we're set. These tunnels are often blocked by piled stones and bodies. It's dirty work to remove by hand.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Whew. Well, that's a big map right there. Most of my long missions in the Warrens have been, I swear, smaller than this. Oh well. Not that I'm complaining. I'm totally comfy with it. Let's go. Woo! Yeah, negative quirk removal immediately off the bat. Nice.
The ground quakes.
Okay, yeah, that was always gonna happen. Nice dodge though. That wasn't always. Yes.
A decisive pummeling.
Yeah, we gotta get as close as we can to making sure that that swine heaver doesn't act again. We crit with such regularity, and I love it. I'll do the split there just so that I can start getting some damage on the meat hooker. Especially because if we get an early action with the Jester in the next round, we can actually probably take out the meat hooker before they ever get an action. Yeah. Sadly, because we were 1 damage short on that, we take...
Confusion, nerves, and panic.
I mean, a debuff and 11 stress, not that bad. If we got a disease, I would have been a little bit frustrated. Okay, so you're dead in the next round, you're dead in the next round. Swine, Reaver up in the back line was not yet.
Destroy them all.
And our stun chance on this Swine Slayer is effectively good luck. Hey, now we can try out Rito's increased stun resistance. Hey, it worked out. Alright. We'll try and toy around with this Swine Slayer for a little while so that we can get some of the stress off of Alien Renator. Shouldn't be too hard to do.
A death by inches.
We also might have some piles of bones. Piles of bones? Piles of... Ooh, that's a crit I didn't actually want to have crit. It's okay, we've got other targets to attack right now. Party heal. Cool. Yeah, with the piles of scrolls, actually, we're going to have the possibility of more quirk removal in this dungeon. We might end up with just a whole party full of people that are just completely cleared. I know, I'm a bit of a wishful thinker. I'll cop to that.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
12 HP's worth of damage.
Victory,
Too much.
but a victory nonetheless.
So Perfectionist is a little annoying, but it doesn't actually trigger basically ever because Alien Renders is extraordinarily accurate. Weak Grip on Life is a little bit annoying. Germaphobe is annoying, but not in this party. Flawed Release is annoying, but not in this party. Scattering isn't annoying. Lazy Eye isn't annoying. Flawed Release isn't annoying, nor is Diurnal. I actually want Moth Mother to keep all of those negatives because while those negatives are there, no other negatives can be locked in instead. And then Rito doesn't have any. Right. So we'll get Benau to remove some. Benau also is curious in such a way that they don't actually have any positive quirks that I actually like. Like, not really. I've had them since they were level 0.
Measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
But they've still yet to pick up anything of even slight or vague interest.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Sure. I guess we're low priority taking portraits right now. That should be our operation. Okay, so 90% of rooms. I mean, I could dodge those and come back to them later. Ooh, with that scout, though, hell yeah. I can go through a lot of this dungeon in low light just doing no fights right now. And I can just circle back into the middle, like treat the entire map as a spiral.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Now, I do need to check what this curio is, just because a pile of scrolls is so effective and important. And it's a backpack. Yeah, I'll backtrack for a backpack. I probably shouldn't have backtracked for the backpack. I think one of y'all's a stress eater or something, really? Because I could have sworn I brought more food than that. Alright, I probably have to pump on the torch after this curio anyway, just because we've got another battle upcoming. Okay, now we're starting to actually get some payoff. Solid ruby pickup, and then we'll pump the torch before going into this room to increase the chance of getting the super scout, which would have just scouted the hallways 2 away from here. Okay, we will go south. I don't know if we have enough AoE in this party to do... with that 11 damage on the back line, maybe.
Well
okay,
struck.
yeah, we can probably do it. I'm talking about impaling.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Yep. Not only could we, but we really, really ought to. That was
Slowly,
excellent.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Damn near instantaneous clear. So we've got what? About 200k in the bank at home, so... money is definitely not a priority. I shouldn't be even slightly scared of getting rid of stacks of gold in order to take home heirlooms. Even heirlooms that aren't extraordinarily valuable for us. Okay, so I get to dodge a couple rooms. This one kind of looks lame. I could just dodge that room and then loop back. Because I have to explore 90% of rooms, and there's 19 rooms on this map, so you can dodge 2 of them, and you'll still complete the mission. Yeah, you know what? I'm even gonna start taking busts. We still do have the Sanguine Ventus to finish, so I may as well. Yeah, fair enough.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
I don't think I need more food. I'm pretty sure the loot from that is extraordinarily weighted towards food. Had to poke my head out there just for the quick stress heal, naturally. I think this hallway is scouted. Yeah, it is. Alright. Pump the torch before the fight, and I'm feeling like probably after this fight our first rest. It's definitely not looking like it warrants it at this point. Of course we got dodged. 74% chance to hit. 95 on Moth Mother though, well done. Oh, impale. No! Don't stun! Let me impale! Yeah. Got
Their
him.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Perfect.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, so now I need to find a way to map this so that the final thing I go to is that secret room. So I'm thinking I go up, check out that curio, check out this curio, turn the light back on, and go to this room battle with treasure, then loop around the bottom and back up. Yeah, that probably seems like a good idea. How many torches we got? We've got enough torches that I think I can turn my light out here for the loot.
Much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
And yeah, I'm doing it.
Impressive haul, if you value such things.
I love how it sounds like he's swallowing his throat when he says that line. Impressive haul. damn, dude. Getting personal with that mic. Stash heirlooms give. Woo! Damn, that's another full stack. I actually may even drop the ruby for it. I'm doing it. I just want to finish off all of the towns and districts and stuff. I don't know if I've ever encountered anything that I'm like, no, I can't pay for that right now. Not in a very long while. Okay, we'll fly without that. And we're also going to actually be leaving this dungeon with a reasonable amount of loot. We're going to have those 3 puzzling trapezohedrons from the secret rooms. That's, you know, 3.5 per, so 10.5. Well, I'm going to have to rest in this dungeon and then come out and take that. Okay. I know we're doing this in low light. Yes, this could probably be described as a little bit ambitious. If you were to make that assertion, I would not, in particular, disagree with you. Please move. Nice. Alright, that move is huge. Crunching backhand here. Nope, trot retreat. So you go to the very back now. Swine Slayers at the very front. Unfortunately, they still have the ability to use their vomit from there. Somehow I need to kill that Swine Reaver in the front line this round with a crit. Yeah, I feel like I should just do that.
The light, the promise of safety.
That's unfortunate. Alright, so what's the best I can do? Try and pull you. 140, that's not gonna work. Try and kill this corpse. Nope. I think we just have to roll the 25% stun there. Alright, here comes Pig Spear. So that's gonna be a fun amount of damage. Woo! Got stunned in the back line as well. That's really rough for us. 4 rush. Okay. I mean, it's definitely a frustrating thing. No doubt about that. Yeah, you're not going to stun him again? Sorry about that. Increased stun resist, you know? Very much hoping this stuns and doesn't move. Ah, well, it decided to go half of the way to where I wanted it to be. There's something to appreciate about that, I'm sure. Not certain what, but I'm certain there's something. Okay, Swine Slayer is now dead before they ever take an action. My goal is to kill this corpse so that the Swinosaur champion doesn't have... Oh, damn it.
Unforgiving.
Spear. Oh, the huge heals! Rito incapable of performing badly. Damn. Alright. Now the Swinosaur champion is basically entirely locked down. Party heal, party heal, party heal, and stress heals, obviously.
Precision and power.
Let's get some crits for some stress heals. Oh, yeah. God is so good right there. I'm actually going to turn out the light right now.
And now, the darkness holds dominion.
Because now that we're in control of this fight, I am going to be resting at the end of this anyway, so
the bigger the
doesn't matter.
beast, the greater the glory.
I'm wasting the torch either way.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Firewood. Hit him with that
Gathered close
feast.
In tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Very nice. Dream Venom. So we'll roll Tiger's Eye on Alien Renders. Nighttime ambush prevention has to be from Rito here, so we'll roll that. Then I'm thinking like 2 encourages. Ooh, every rose has its thorns is actually pretty effective right now. Okay, we'll throw the Ancestor Scroll onto Moth Mother. You'll use every rose has its thorns. Everyone gets a bunch of stress off. And then you can finish up the stress removal there. Nice. Just get back on top of that.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
And now a plus 30% damage buff until next camp. We're probably not going to be camping ever again. So if push comes to shove, we can get rid of that firewood. These fights, I'm suspecting these fights will be a little quicker than we may have maybe seen in the past.
A powerful blow.
Call it a guess.
A devastating blow.
A powerful blow and then a devastating one to immediately follow it up. A death.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, so we only managed to get one of them down. One of them, sorry. We had one of them still act at the end of the round. That seems to have gone okay. I'm going to go for the stress heal here, though. I'm feeling like that's probably free. Flesh Eater is still a little bit from death's door. Let me get next action. Oh, just bring home the deeds.
Success.
Good lord, the amount of crests. These crests are mostly just going to be traded for other things as well. Alright, I'm getting rid of that holy water. I'm probably soon to get rid of the medicinal herbs as well. So I'm hoping for the scout here. Nice. Extremely friendly hallway.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of the firewood. Starting a new stack of crests. The merchant wagon, that is to say the trinket sale shop in the town, in the hamlet, actually does upgrade purely on crests. So does the survivalist. So those are uses for crests outside of just trashing them to create other. Aww, why? Jester, you were supposed to go next. But instead of just trashing them to create other things. Right, and
beyond one's limits.
I really should have kept that other ruby. I may have gotten overzealous in my prioritization here. I'm gonna stick with it though. In for a penny, in for a pound. Already in this far down, that kind of thing. Yeah, there we go. Bunch of food we definitely needed. I'm just looking for another damage buff to stack on alien renders. Having a huge amount of fun with the shield breakers at the front of the party. Very glad I actually started finally using that. Extremely worth. Great.
Annihilated.
Extra 30% damage allowed that to actually kill. Slide you out of position. Ooh! 10 across is really good for a Jester. Like, 20 damage for an attack that is mostly doing its damage on the bleed. Like 20 damage up front. That's pretty wild. So I'm very much hoping for the Jester to act first in the next round. And they do. Thank you, Moth Mother, for destroying our enemies. Well, after this. Now they're destroyed. Unfortunately, the Cultist Champion has already acted this round. So that means I can't just Wow. Rita.
A singular strike.
Wild as hell. All right. You go for the self-stress removal there, mother. And... Alien renders Ren's aliens. Good lord. Oh, they're just going to keep giving me rubies to show me up. It doesn't make any difference at this point. Like, the loot prioritization, yes, I could be doing better, but trust me when I say it really doesn't make any difference at this point. I get so much... Oh, wow. I get so much in the way of money from the bank, just giving us 5% of our current amount every single week, and spend so little, it don't really matter. That stage of the game is over. Okay. Actually, I should probably have the light out right now.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Yep, there's our full scout already. That is a holy water interactable. I have none with me at the moment. That is a bandage interactable, but in the worst case scenario, it just bleeds you, so...
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
And now we just go over to that secret door. Hell yeah. We definitely could have prioritized better with respect to the shovels and keys at the very... Well, the shovels at the very least at the very end now.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
Holy water, so I could have just gone outside.
Carried home.
Oh, I may actually still do that.
A full pack
Nah,
often attracts unwanted attention.
You say that, and yet I haven't fought the collector yet. And I'm leaving. So...
Twisting tunnels seem a little less impossible.
108 crests. Not half bad. Eldritch Hater replaced Quick Draw and Rita. Yeah, that's fine. Backtracker replaced Warren's Tactician, and Fear of Unholy is now picked up on Moth Mother. All of those completely okay. Have very little impact on our game.
Flames on the horizon. Sulfur in the air. The wolves are at the door.
It's time for the Brigand incursion! To arms! A Brigand raiding party is descending upon the hamlet with explosive fury and murderous intent. Hell yeah. It is time to show the Volf what is up. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so have a look at this. We've now got a mission in the hamlet down here. Kill one Brigand Wolf. The hamlet is effectively just being sieged, and I think our actions in the hamlet more expensive or something like that until we complete this mission. And it is a unique pre-scripted mission with its own boss fight. So that's going to be super cool. We're going to have to do that super soon, and I have to imagine that is going to be in the next episode. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.